mistake and just stay stuck thinking on that same mistake throughout a period of time, well, that happens usually to me when I'm playing volleyball. As you know, in volleyball, points fall all over the place really quickly, and it's pretty easy to make mistakes. But the key to continue playing at a high level is just disconnecting your brain from the mistakes you can make. Because the first time I played on a male's volleyball match, I was just pretty stressed of actually playing in a male's volleyball match. So I was playing and I made my first mistake. And I was like, okay, it doesn't matter, it's my first game. It's just a stress. So I tried that again and kept going. And I made the exact same mistake like 2 points later. And that's when my mind started just staying stuck there. And I was just pacing through the footage, as you could say, just seeing over and over and over and over again how I made that mistake. But then in came my friend and just told me, just forget about that point. Just stay in the moment and don't think about the mistake anymore. And that's honestly the biggest advice that I have gotten in volleyball. But before we continue, hi, I'm Obi, and I'm here to guide you through your student athlete journey by sharing experiences from my own student athlete journey. So as I was saying, my friend came and just told me to forget about that mistake. And that actually worked. I just stopped thinking on the mistake and I started thinking on what I could do for the point in the moment. Because in volleyball, you cannot be thinking on anything else other than the moment that you're playing in. You can think on what you're gonna do in that same point, but you cannot think about the mistake you made before. But that doesn't mean you don't need to really think, because you have to also analyze your opponent to see their mistakes and use those mistakes against them. But you also need to know your own abilities and think what you can do and what the setter will do whenever you're playing. And it's the same for any sport. If you made a mistake, just let it go. It's already in the past. You can either learn from it or let it hurt you. And let me tell you, if you let it hurt you, it'll haunt the back of your mind throughout the whole game, and it won't let you play good. That happened to me this past Saturday. I made a mistake where I spiked the ball out of bounds a few times in a row. And I just stayed thinking on how I couldn't spike inside the court. And I was just spiking out the court the whole time. And my mind just didn't let me play at good at all. I almost hurt my ankle one a jump that I did, because I wasn't thinking correct, like in the moment. I was just thinking on I have hit the ball out of bounds a whole bunch of times now, and it just destroyed my train of thought, and we ended up losing completely horrible that game. And it's just sad to see that. But on the other hand, you can learn from it and actually use that mistake to improve your game. I saw it with my other friend, Beto. He's in my team as well. Yeah, he got blocked once, but he didn't get sad or anything. He just saw where he got blocked and he kept on moving the ball away from that place and just kept making points upon points upon points. And that's just what you need to do. You need to not think of the mistake as a bad thing, but learn from it and use it to improve your game. And that's just what you need to do over and over and over and over again. Just let your mind let go of that mistake you made and just learn from it. Don't let it hurt you, don't let it depress you, don't let it take over you, because that mistake will haunt you throughout the game if you keep on thinking about it. On that same first match that I played with my friend, after I stopped thinking about that mistake and stopped thinking about the mistakes I was making, I just learned from them and started actually playing better. At the beginning of the game, I gave them basically 2 points because I hit the net when I was spiking. But then later in the game, I made a was just consistently learning from my mistakes and analyzing my opponent. And I was just playing immaculately that game. For my first time playing, it was an actual really good game. Even though we did lose the match, we lost it 25 to 24, and it wasn't really my fault because I was out sitting because the libero comes in to replace the middle blockers when they're in the back row. And while I was doing that, a bunch of points for the other team fell over and over again. But that's just what you need to do. As long as you clear your mind from the mistakes and don't let them hunt you, you will just push your game to a whole nother level. I promise you that. Once you let go and learn from it, you will not get hunted by anything. You might actually get feared, because when you don't fear yourself making mistakes, you actually cause fear in your opponents because they don't see any disappointment in you, and they won't get in your head and start, I don't know how to say it, but disturbing your mind and your gameplay. And again, I saw that last week when I lost. Once I started making the same mistake over and over, I just couldn't get them out of my mind, because every single time the ball fell out of bounds, they were kind of laughing at me because they knew they got a point, and that actually made them win the game basically, because they didn't even spike on us, they didn't even make any good points on us other than like 3 points, and the rest of points that they had was just us making mistakes and them making no mistakes. And that's just how volleyball is. You gotta live in the moment and not lose focus on any point at all. And it's basically the same at sports. I can tell you the same for soccer. If you make one mistake and let it hunt you throughout the rest of the game, and soccer is way longer than volleyball, it'll hunt you for 90 minutes straight, and you won't be able to play better if you just don't let go of the mistake and learn from it, because that's the big aspect as well. You gotta let go and learn from your mistakes. And yeah, that's all for today. Remember, I'll be posting 2 to 3 times a week. If you have any topics you would like me to talk about, leave them down in the comments.